I'm Nicole Killoran. I'm the director of the Vermont Small Business Law Center at Vermont Law and Graduate School. So speaking of bankruptcy, it is important for folks to know that bankruptcy is an option. And if I could do anything with this recording, it would be to eliminate the bias against bankruptcy. I am an attorney, so take that with a grain of salt. But I have personally practiced in bankruptcy court. I have helped people go through bankruptcy myself. I have spoken at great length with the bankruptcy judges who do these cases. Every single person who is involved in the system understands that this is relief. This is a system that is intended to provide people with dignity and grace and the ability to back out of their debts if they have too much debt. So I encourage people to at least hopefully consider bankruptcy as an option if they find themselves in too much debt, or to at least learn more about it. We have a good 2-part video series that we did with SBDC a few years ago that's on our website that details bankruptcy, talks about the different options in bankruptcy, talks about the procedure, what happens in bankruptcy, and it's with the bankruptcy judge too, and then just tries to emphasize to folks that it is a process that's intended to protect them. So there's different options in bankruptcy. There's a straight, what you think of bankruptcy is really just straight Chapter 7. That's liquidation. It's where people gather their assets and they say, this is what I have. They get to take some of those things out. They keep a certain amount of equity in their home, for example. They keep a certain amount of value in their vehicle and in tools and things like that. Everything else gets pooled together and sold, if it can be, and given to the creditors. And then the creditors walk away and they don't claim anything against the debtor who's filing bankruptcy. That's Chapter 7. There's also other options. There's restructuring the debt. That looks more like a 5-year repayment plan, essentially, but at the end of it, the person who's filing bankruptcy gets to be current on their debts. They're not overdue anymore at the end of those 5 years. That can happen too with a business. There can be a bankruptcy trustee who can come in and sort of help someone run and restructure the business to try to get it in better shape so that it can come out of bankruptcy itself. And then finally, there's a special chapter that's reserved, Chapter 12, for farms. That's a farm bankruptcy. So the procedure in general is really not too can be strenuous because it looks like a really close look at your finances, and that's what it is. But again, bankruptcy is intended to give people respect, and it's intended to give people a little bit of relief and grace if they find themselves in too much debt. So that's what I would have folks take away on that. Try to avoid bankruptcy if you can, but it's there if you need it, and it's okay if you need it. You can find me at sblc.vermontlaw.edu. And if you would like free services, we offer free legal education with a team of experts, or we can do group events too. If folks want to do a group event, we can always come in and do a presentation on any topic that you need us to. So that is at sblc.vermontlaw.edu. We can also, if somebody needs help with a lawyer, we can get them to a lawyer. We have a referral program, and then we can pay for the first 10 hours of services that the attorney provides the business. So come and see us. We'd be happy to help.